Back to our weather now with meteorologist Josh Cozart. Now, despite the rain today, the search for that missing hunter continued. I understand this rain, it's not letting up anytime soon.
The rain can definitely make it tricky, not only on the ground, but also in the air. And that's going to unfortunately still be the case tomorrow. So we are holding on to those autumn rain showers even as we speak after some soaking rains. Just a few of the views spotted here across downtown Portland. And if you happen to have maybe any minor flooding along roadways in your area, you can scan the QR code on your screen right now. That will direct you to KOIN.com. for us to get a window inside your world as the drier skies are slowly working their way back into our area from west to east. Out towards Seaside right now, out towards the promenade, not picking up on any of that moisture. Still heavy downpours in places like Government Campus. Our snow elevation level rises close to 7,000 feet, but the low-hanging clouds, they still remain over downtown Portland. After our rain gauges have had a good drink of water today, upwards of a ½ inch to almost 3/4 of an inch in many locations, and over a ½ inch out towards Astoria and nearly an inch in Newport. After our daytime highs today managed to stay exactly where they should be for this time of year. 57 is the average, so we'll take 56 for our afternoon temperature. But you can see those clearing skies, dry air now starting to push its way back into the I-5 corridor. Those yellows and oranges still picking up on some heavier downpours with that indicated color. But overall, a drier night is starting to take shape for much of the Pacific Northwest. But it's November now. That means it's our second wettest month of the year, averaging just over 5 inches of rain, nearly 5.5 as our average daytime highs hover right around 54 and overnight lows fall back into the low 40s. So as one storm system clears as it's doing now, then we prepare for our next cold front swing its way through our area. But we'll be impacted with this very weak warm front. So that means rain, but also mild temperatures. We're talking about highs back into the upper 50s for us. But this storm system packs a bit of a punch with the rain, wind, maybe some minor coastal flooding, and also the threat for some thunderstorms by the time Wednesday rolls around. So there's those drying skies. Cloud coverage, it remains for Tuesday. As we move our way into Tuesday afternoon, after 2 o'clock, everything moves its way from the south to the north. That's where we anticipate the widespread rain to really stay overhead well into Wednesday morning. Now, pay close attention to those yellows, oranges, and reds. They become very scattered in nature, but inside of some of those cells, we could see a stronger thunderstorm or two crop up, with additional rain accumulation on top of what we've already seen today, nearing almost a ½ inch to almost a full inch for the coast. That's why coastal flood advisories still remain in place, along with the king tides returning for the middle and end of this week. So keep a safe distance from the shoreline and stay off those rocks, jetties, and logs. All right, tonight we start to dry things out here across our area. Temperatures falling back into the mid-40s. Tomorrow, Election Day, you can expect a dry ballot earlier in the days. You drop it off in one of those drop boxes, but then the wet weather ramps up after 2 o'clock. And those winds, they will be blustery throughout the day out of the east, nearing almost 25 to 30 miles per hour. 7-day forecast shows that the wet weather trend takes us all the way through the end of the week. But what's this? Something different for us. October, we saw rain almost every single weekend, and finally, we have a dry weekend taking shape for the first weekend in November.
I like that. November is like, take that, October.
Yeah, or I guess it's the second weekend in November.
Oh, that's
but we'll
right.
still take it.
Yeah, we'll still take it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.